Zach is asking, how is an atheist world going to deal with the problem of creating communities and kinship without religion acting as a bond? Well, Zach, Atheist Republic is actually an answer to that. We're the largest community of atheists in the world. And if you go to our website at atheistrepublic.com/consulates, you can find a local group in your area of atheists, or you can find our international groups where you can find atheists in community all around the world, because community is it's a like a basically a biological imperative for us as humans. And just because you leave religion, that doesn't mean you're going to lack that. But I think you fail to see how this is already the case in this world. There are communities in kinship without religion acting as a bond already. People, the fandom around their sports team is their family. There are people who see, their mates at the pub to go, watch their footy, like more often than they see their own family. There's sports, there's hobbies like knitting, maybe crafts, music. People, especially during my early 20s, like that's how I found like my family, my community. Yeah.
Chess,
politics. People get very politically involved on the local level.
Groups.
You're very into the hiking groups. Yeah, people already do this. But if they're looking for a community that is specifically for non-believers or centered around leaving religion, then Atheist Republic has a lot of resources for you.
Okay, somebody is pointing in the live chat. There are anime groups, yes. So there's this delusion by a lot of people that think that because religion provides community, if you remove that the source of, if you remove religion, all of a sudden people are going to not have excuses for them to get together in a community, and they also assume that atheist groups have to come and fill in the gap. Okay, actually, atheist groups don't need to fill in the gap. We're doing it because we want to. Okay. In fact, religion not only doesn't provide you these communities, is actually monopolizing it, and it's destroying these alternative, superior ways for people to create communities that are not as harmful as religious communities. When there is a demand for something, it will be supplied immediately in the market by people who need that. So if you remove religious communities, you don't even need to wait. That gap will be filled like this, where with much more meaningful communities that speak to people's needs much more closely in much less harmful ways. Okay, there are many excuses that people could create communities based on their own specific individual needs, unlike religious communities that treats everybody like as if they're the same and they have the same purpose, right? Like, which is the worship of God. Other communities speak to every individual differently. And people can pick and choose rather than thinking like this is their entire life purpose to worship God. So these communities will present themselves. They will be created automatically. If we make atheist communities, it's not because this gap will not be filled by itself, right? We think that some people want to get around together because of their atheism. So even if we didn't have atheist communities, I don't think there would be a gap. If we didn't have atheist communities, without religious communities, people will already find many other reasons to get together. The only reason why we're making atheist communities is because some people desire to have communities that is about their atheism, and they're the thing that they have that brings them together and feel similar to other people is their atheism. You could be an atheist and feel no need for an atheist community. You can be an atheist and you get your sense of desire for community, like all the examples that Susanna mentioned. You could be an atheist that would like, I get my sense of community in the chess group that I go to, or the book club that I go to. That's where I get my sense of community, okay? But some people do need atheist community, especially people who have been hurt by religion, or people who feel still attacked or isolated or demonized or shamed by religion, and they want to find other people who maybe have similar experiences that they could relate to, because the pain from religion is something that they need other people who have went through the similar things that they could talk about and they share their experiences with. So some people specifically need atheist communities, and that's what we're trying to do at Atheist Republic. And again, if you guys want to find our communities, we call them consulates. We call them Atheist Republic consulates, and we try to make one consulate in every main city. So if you want to find a consulate near you, go to search for Atheist Republic consulates. The first result will give you, will help you find a consulate near you. And if you can't find a consulate in your city, most major cities have an Atheist Republic consulate. But if you can't find one, there's an application for you there to start one in your city. So check that out.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of Blasphemy and Sexy Callie, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. Because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe, link in the description below.